Very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Thursday matinee performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at 12 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagers. For those of you who may be new to these terms, they're parimutuel terms, wagers actually, that can be placed on today's games. We also have 2 pick threes. Once again, 2 pick threes. We have an early pick 3 in games 4, 5, and 6, and then a late pick 3 in games 7, 8, and 9. That's all new for this September 3rd performance. Also, the Mighty Ocho jackpot has gone up to a $3,000 guarantee. To play the Mighty Ocho, it's a pick 8. So you correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8, and that minimum payout is $3,000. And we continue with the most generous wager in all of parimutuel wagering, the High Five. The High Five is a pick 5 wager that begins in game 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That jackpot guaranteed at $2,000. We're pleased to say we do not have any scratches in today's performance. Once again, there are no scratches in today's performance. Today's performance is scratch-free. So with all this in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times. Sit back and relax. Post time for game number 1 is now just 8 minutes away. And remember that online wagering is available at watchandwager.com or MyHighlight, that's not right. My winners. See, this is what happens when you don't read. When you just
try to
no, because Scott was talking about something in the back, and I'm not saying he distract me, but the players are in front of me. I'm frustrated about something else, so there's all this crap going on, right? And I said myhighlight.com. That's
probably maybe does it exist? Maybe it's a site out there.
It could. I mean, there is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai.
Sayhili.
A lot of good statistical information, a lot of stats up there. Definitely check that out if you're a fan of Highlight there. But myhighlight.com, don't know. Yeah, if you place a bet there, you may not see that money again.
Someone's immediately going to register that domain. No, it's my winners in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, but in addition to the wagering here today, you got a couple more minutes to play fantasyhighlight.com. Again, that's a weekly contest we do here at Magic City every week. fantasyhighlight.com is the link. Type that into your browser. 7 more minutes to get those picks in. And if we have over 200 players this week, it's going to be a $200 cash prize going out to the winner in addition to a piece of Magic City gear. But if we only have over 150, the cash prize will still be $150 in addition to whatever gear Magic City gives out for the month of September, which we will let you know about at some point during the performances here this week. How to play fantasy. 5 points per win, 3 points per place, 2 points per show, 1 point per quad finish. You pick a roster of 4 players, you get 3 singles players and 1 doubles pairing. It's got to stay within a $21 budget, and all players and teams have a specific price. And the person with the most total points scored at the end of the week will claim that prize. And that's about all we got to it. So you got a couple more minutes to get those in.
Ran out of stuff to say, didn't you?
Ran out of stuff there. No,
that's
but
okay.
fantasyhighlight.com. Again, a couple more minutes to get those in. There's some confusion there with the site. If you had Legend or El Barba or Bradley, a couple of the guys that aren't playing here or scheduled to play in the performances here on Thursday or Friday, if you had them in your lineup because they're set at a $30 price tag because they are not playing, once you remove them from your lineup, everything should be good. But if you had them in your lineup from last week, the lineups do carry over, but none of those players are playing, which is why they are priced above the $21 budget. So do not select Bradley, El Barba, Legend. I know a couple people had mentioned to me that they had those guys as options for singles. And then also the doubles pairing of Anderluck and El Barba. Since El Barba is out for this week, it is Anderluck and Kubala. So I know some people were seeing the team of Anderluck and El Barba. Others were seeing Anderluck and Kubala, but it is Anderluck and Kubala, and they are a $3 team. So just to avoid any confusion there. And now with just under 5 minutes until we get into game number 1, and as we do before the start of all our performances here, we got a video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that will be Spectacular 7 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And game number 1, well, first game of the playing week. We'll get underway here in just under 3 minutes, giving you a rundown of the single standings here going into this 18th week. And Douglas, without Ron playing there last week, has opened up quite the lead in first place. Douglas, 98 singles wins for him this year. He's still winning at a clip of over 40%, over 41% to be exact, coming in the money at over 65%. But he is holding on to the top spot. 98 wins for him in second. That is Ron. Still in second. He's back in this week, so he's got a lot of ground to make up, but 73 wins for him. 25 now behind Douglas. He's still in second place. And then in third, rounding out the top 3, is Bueno there. 60 wins for Bueno. He had a nice week last week. See if he can add to that here. He's playing in a bunch of games. 60 wins for Bueno on the season, and then going down the line there, outside of the top 3 in a tie for 4th place, you got Ikeda and Tennessee, both of those guys at 50 wins. That's Ben there, who's been steadily increasing all season. Going to be interested to see how Ben performs here this week. He's gotten a couple early games, playing in some of those later games as well. 45 wins for him this season, 6th place overall. Still within shouting distance of getting to that 3rd and final bonus money slot, although he's got a little bit of work to do there. In 7th, you have Kubala, last year's runner-up in the championship singles standing, so you know he can pile wins up in a hurry. 43 across the board for him. 43 wins, 43 places, 43 shows. It is 320 appearances. In 8th place, going down here, you got Jedden, 42 wins. In 9th place, you have El Barba there, not playing this week. El Barba's out this week. He's in 9th place with 41 wins, and rounding out the top 10 is Carballo, also returning from injury this week. So a couple of those feature guys, namely Ron and Carballo, both back in the lineup, so should be in store for a very, very good week of action.
Are you prognosticating?
Just running through the numbers, no prognosticating.
I thought I heard prognostication.
I said we're just happy to have the guys back who are injured.
And then in a little bit... we're going to have to talk about dinner.
We will, yeah. Well, once we get the people up there in the chat, I know there's probably a couple people that may not be tuned in that are intrigued at what went on there. But
that's right. It was Tuesday night dinner at the Blackmans.
That may be a tradition.
Add
it as the fantasy prize.
I don't know about fantasy. I don't know that I want to share that with everybody. I mean, that's I kind of felt special. I mean, the last time I was greeted by a butler at the front door, long time. Let me tell you something, long time. I want to talk to you about that afterwards, because I've always wanted a butler, but I never thought that I could afford it. So yours is very nice, by the way. Really nice guy. Ready to begin?
Let's get into it, Stu.
Time to begin our first game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Juice. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Fred. Juice serves Fred in our first matchup to start off this Thursday matinee and this week of Jai-Alai here at Magic City.
And again, those fantasy highlight picks will be locked here in just about 30 seconds, so got to finish those off here. We've got game 1.
Just need 2 judges. That's 2 judges. There's one. And
a little pep in the step. Yeah, there. Just get a good jog, get the heart rate going. Blood flowing.
There's 2 judges. There we go. Juice serves. We begin game 1. Strong backhand to the outside. That clipped the side wall. Juice got to the rebote through a 2-wall 2 score. Well thrown by Juice to start things off today. Point 1. Juice first up on the board in today's first game. This next matchup has Juice serving to Ben. Rebote left side, another 2-wall. This one does not cut out. Ben is there. Ben with a hard throw. Juice. And Juice apologized to Manuel, so that was good. And point goes to the 3. The Reserves to the green shirt at post 4. Here's Jedden. Powerful forehand throw by Jedden. Ben Rabote left side. Jedden moves up, makes the catch. Great catch by Ben. Hard throw. Jedden for the Rabote. Jedden. Rabote thrown perfectly straight to the inside. Very nice. Jedden from the 9 line. Ben with a tip ball. Well played point for Jedden and Ben. Point 4. On the court, ready to receive in the black shirt at post 5 is number 30, Diaz. Ball tipped on the forehand of Jedden. Point 5. Diaz will serve to the yellow shirt at post 6. Receiving is Lamonte. Difficult catch made by Lamonte. Here's Diaz. Lamonte from the forehand. Just above the pad. Hit the top of the pad. Literally, like right on top of it. Point 5. I'll bring to the court the pink shirt at post 7. This matchup has Diaz serving to Bueno. Ball tipped. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8 is number 37, Tennessee. Scoop by Tennessee. Catch by Bueno. Hard backhand. Rabote forehand by Tennessee. Bueno overran it, came back. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Fred. Catch by Tennessee at the 9 line. Nice backhand. Ball tipped by Fred. Point 8. Tennessee has 3 points. He serves the returning 1 post. Juice. Catch by Tennessee. Tennessee goes deep. Juice goes for the Rabote. He got assessed on it, but threw it out of play. Point 8. Straight points to a possible game point here for Tennessee. And the purple shirt at post 8. On the court trying to stop him in the white shirt at post 3, Ben. Hard backhand by Ben goes right back to the inside nicely. Rabote left side by Ben. Tennessee from the forehand at the 11 line. Scoop by Ben. Rabote by Tennessee to the outside. Ben takes it in the air. Hard throw. Caught by Tennessee. Backhand by Tennessee. Ben's there. Ben with another nice throw to the inside. Tennessee makes the Rabote. Ben catches it in the air. Hard throw. Caught by Tennessee. Rabote falls short. That is point and a perfect game to the purple shirt at post 8. Tennessee. Anytime now, Tennessee. 8 wins at 5 places. 4, 7, 1, and 3 will pair off and play off. If Tennessee will allow us to pair off and play off, we'll continue. 4 show. 4 first serves to 7. Rebote left side by Jedden. Nicely thrown. Bueno's there. Bueno with a carom that opens up and scores nicely. 0.7. 1 now serves to 3. The winner at this point meets Bueno in the continuing playoff for 3rd place. Rebote left side by Juice. This one thrown nice and straight. Ben's there. Ben goes high to the front wall. Juice from the forehand. Hard to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. 0.1. 7 serves to 1. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Low and hard to the inside. Caught on the left side of Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote left side. Juice is out of the way. Bueno's there. Juice forehand Rebote. That's nicely played. That's a difficult forehand Rebote. Bueno cracks the carom to score. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 7 Bueno. Unofficial order finish 8-5-7. Particularly tough number comes in to begin game number 1. It's now official. Coming in first, post 8 is Tennessee. Taking second, post 5 is Diaz. Coming in third, post 7, Bueno. 8-5-7 is the official order finished for game 1. Be interesting to see if someone. Be interesting to see if someone's got this trifecta.
Yeah, this price will be interesting because, I mean, given the players in this game, I mean, Tennessee with the win, one of the favorites. Diaz, that second, though, I think going to make those
there
prices
are people
a little
out there
higher.
who bet 8-5-7s. Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You got Tennessee, Diaz, and then I was going to say if Bueno didn't come in that last number and it was 1, it was man, that try would have been maybe off the board.
I have absolutely no problem beginning off a Thursday performance with these payoffs. Look at that.
True.
Everything's covered. So we got the $1 Quinella. That's first and second in any order. 5-8, $81. The trifecta, 8-5-7, $696.20. And $2 on post 8 to win returns $10.40. Very nice to see. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 2. It's a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 2. There's no scratches in today's performance. Post time for Game 2 is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And to get you all up to the start of game number 2, got any new fans here joining us for the first time in Week 18? We got a video that will explain here in simpler terms how this board of Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now game 2 is just 4 minutes away. And so they're perfect. First game for Tennessee. It's one of those guys there. He was tied for 4th place, so now he breaks that tie. So he is in a solo 4th. 51 wins for him this year.
So an interesting thing occurred earlier in the week. So as you know, we play Thursday through Sunday. And so that gives us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. We were here doing something with Jai-Alai that will become evident in the next coming weeks on Wednesday. But look, I try not to leave the house. I'm either here or home. That's it. It's got nothing to do with COVID. It was like that before we had a pandemic. I'm not a fan of going out. I occasionally do, but I occasionally do. And then I was mentioning this, and then all of a sudden you extend this invitation to dinner.
Right.
With your parents in southern Palm Beach County. And so it's like, oh, that would involve me going out. Ooh, okay, I don't know about that. But it was such a, it was such a nice invitation. And I hear that they watch. And so, yeah, I got off of my high horse and I got into my Jeep and I drove to South Palm Beach County. A lovely evening.
It was a lot of fun.
That was tremendous. That was absolutely fantastic. Your mom's a phenomenal cook. So let me tell you how nice people from the Midwest are, okay? All right. Would you like steak or chicken? Typical. No, both. And not just steak, tenderloin.
That's the Italian side.
And apricot chicken, both in white meat and dark meat versions. Wonderful side. It was, and they insisted that I sit at the head of the table.
They had to. You were the star of the evening. Why not?
Now, you see, that's why you need people from the Midwest, because, people from New York or Florida, no. Not a chance. No, there's a reason why so many New Yorkers retire in Florida. There really is. Because personality issues, they just don't really exist. So it's a nice mesh.
My part where I was trembling was when my mom said to you, Stu, do you like the chicken? Because he was talking so much and telling all these stories about Jai-Alai that you weren't eating. My mom got
now,
so
was I rambling or was I asking questions?
No, they were asking you a lot of questions.
Sorry, that's right. I was answering questions.
You were answering a lot of questions, sort of about.
Did I answer them in a coherent manner?
Yeah, they were interesting. My mom thinks you're an absolute riot. They're very similar people. So I think that's why we have such a good rapport on the mic. I'm very familiar with.
Wow. So I remind you of your mother. That's just chock full of. I mean, we're going to have lots of discussions about that off of the microphone, because that's just, hi, you remind me of my mother.
Personality-wise, just two great people, but they tell it like it is, and you got to respect that about people.
Absolutely, no question that your mom tells it like it is.
Yeah, she's. You get her on the mic here one of these days, man. She'll have a field day. But no, it was great fun, and we'll have to do it again.
Be a pleasure. Be an absolute pleasure.
We had a lot of extra dessert here, so maybe these guys will get some apple pie and some key lime pie in the next couple of days. So
Kubala already started. He already started on the apple pie.
Oh, you brought it. It's in here.
Oh,
I didn't see it.
It was in here yesterday. It's in the refrigerator.
It's in the fridge.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's in the refrigerator. So Kubala's already. Yeah, these guys eat. If you bring food, they will eat. Like when our fire chef Judge Frank does that lasagna. Yeah, you had some, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a professional chef and highlight player.
The ingredients, and there were some interesting ingredients. I don't know if
vegetable.
It was. Didn't taste like veggie though. That's the key with a good veggie lasagna. Doesn't taste like veggies.
We're ready to begin game 2. It's a spectacular 7, a singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Ben. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Fred. There's the serve. We begin game 2. Rebote left side by Ben. Ben moves into position nicely at the 11 line, comes back from the forehand. Fred's going to make a difficult rebote. That had the distance. Ben on the run, makes the catch. Soft touch. Fred read it, stopped it, returns it to the inside. Ben on the run. What a great save by Ben. That scores. Well played by Fred and Ben to start things off here in our second game. Point 1. Here's the white shirt of post 3, Tennessee. Ball tipped, point 1. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. Here's number 8, Jedden. Ball tipped, point 4. Our next matchup has Jedden serving to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Bueno. Robote left side to the inside. That's beautifully thrown by Jedden. Jedden for the Robote. Wow. Point 5. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt, Juice. Manuel, make sure you keep your eyes open today. Long carom does not open up. Bueno stops it on the forehand. Returns a carom that also doesn't open up. Juice has it. Juice went to play it soft, but it didn't work. It's a good effort. That Manuel almost caught that one. That's good. 0.5. Five on the board with 2 points. Here's post 7, Lamonte. Lamonte comes in, makes a good catch on the left side. Here's Bueno. Lamonte from the 10 line. Picada, big bounce. Cut off in the air by Bueno. He goes deep. Robote forehand by Lamonte. That's a nice save for Lamonte. Here's Bueno. 0.5. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8. This matchup has Bueno serving to Diaz. At backhand, got away from him. That hit the overhead screen, 0.5. Bueno has 4 points headed into the second round. As our first round's complete, all matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return to the second round is Fred. Powerful backhand by Fred. Clipped the sidewall. Middle of the court, Robote. It's a 2-all Robote. That scores for Bueno. Well thrown, 0.5. Possible game point for Bueno and the black shirt of post 5. Trying to stop him, Tennessee. Scoop attempt missed. Robote, he dug it out, but it hit the overhead screen on the way to the front wall. Good effort by Bueno. Point goes to the 3. Play in our second game continues. Three serves to post 1, receiving Ben. Tennessee goes to the floor, put it in the pad. 0.1. Ben on the board with 4 points, serving to post 4, Jedden. Beautiful forehand throw. Stopped in the air by Ben and a great catch. Jedden goes to the floor to make the rebote. That just caught the overhead screen. And we have 2 players on the ground. That might be a first. And Ben says, I don't need your damn help. Point 1. Possible game point for Ben. Trying to stop him. Juice, post 6, yellow shirt. Oh, ball missed off the serve. That is point and game to the red shirt of post 1, Ben. No playoff here. 5 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order, finish 1-5-3. Your prices will be up in just a moment. You were just saying, I mean, yeah, we should offer it in the microphone. Were those the 2 best first games of the year? They could have been.
That was great.
They could have been. I mean, the play there was absolutely terrific. Good to see by all players.
Yeah.
Really good to see by all players. Coming in first, post 1, Ben. Taking second, post 5, Bueno. Coming in third, post 3, Tennessee. 1-5-3 is the official order finish for game 2. And we'll have your prices up in just a moment. $2 quinella. That's first and second, any order. 1-5, $14.20. Trifecta, 1-5-3, $93. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our third game. More importantly, the beginning of today's High Five. The High Five jackpot is a pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And for those of you who are fans of our jackpots here, which are the High Five and the Mighty Ocho. The Mighty Ocho, of course, began in game 1. Mighty Ocho has returned with a $3,000 guarantee. Once again, that guarantee is set at $3,000. The High Five with a $2,000 guarantee begins in Game 3. Correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to bet the High Five with its $2,000 guarantee, and if no one hits it exact, the pot continues to grow. How much did it get up? The most is what? We beat 10?
We've gotten over 5 figures one time. It was over 12,000.
Over 12,000 was last year.
The record high.
I remember we had 7,000 at one point this year.
7,000, yeah, just under $8,000. So pots have been getting up there.
Definitely, it's always good to see. And post time for Game 3 is 8 minutes away.
What I'm hoping to accomplish in the 2020 season is to come in top 3 again, both in singles and in doubles. My game plan going into 2020 season is to be as meticulous as possible. I have to find a way to find little subtle things about each and every person on the roster that I can exploit to my advantage. And I can say that because they have to do the same thing. I feel like I got the ability to do it. I've definitely put in the work. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean success, but that's what I'm going to strive for. So that is the goal, and I think that's everybody's goal because everybody wants to, get in the bonus money. And it is kind of like something to hang your hat on, to be able to say that, hey, I was able to be, a top 3 in singles or a top 3 in doubles. So that's definitely something that I strive for.
"17 weeks down in Magic City Jai-Alai's 2020 season, and to no one's surprise, the reigning champion, number 13, Douglas, continues to distance himself from the rest of the competition in the singles championship standings. The Wonder Boy started slow out of the gates once again, but turned it around in dramatic fashion, displaying unmatched power, consistency, and shot making for a massive 12-win week. With Ron out all week nursing an injury, Douglas has now opened up a 25-game advantage over second place, a seemingly insurmountable lead. Holding on to the final bonus slot in third place is still Bueno. Number 22 fed off the positive momentum generated from his standout performance last week to capture an additional 5 victories in Week 17. At 60 total wins, Bueno has some slight breathing room with 10 games separating himself and the 2 players tied for 4th place, Ikeda and Tennessee. Number 23 started off blistering hot and full of energy, but then slowly faded as the week came to an end. Tennessee, on the other hand, followed almost the opposite trajectory, finding his groove later in the week to keep pace with the top of the leaderboard. Both players are locked at 50 wins and will need to continue gathering wins in a hurry if they have hopes of grabbing any of the final bonus money at the season's end. Looking beyond the top contenders, our honorary mention goes to number 4, Bradley. The former high hurdler for the Canes proved his potential in highlight is limitless as he dazzled all week long with his jaw-dropping combination of uncanny power, ridiculous defensive skills, and freakish athleticism. In the end, Bradley finished with 8 singles wins, making the biggest jump up the leaderboard of anybody on the roster. After a performance like this, it's safe to say that the dogs have officially been let loose and we'll be hearing a lot of barking into the final months of the 2020 season. And yet again, out of all the tremendous singles action in Week 17, the Golden Cesta was clinched by Douglas. Although number 13 struggled to find his footing early on, you can never quite count him out because of his ability to dominate a game at any instant. He did just that over the weekend, settling into a comfortable rhythm with all facets of the game and claiming victory after victory in a seemingly effortless manner. This is starting to become a weekly occurrence for this young star who has now taken 4 of the last 5 Golden Cestas. Now well ahead of the pack at 97 victories, a few more performances like this one will all but secure a second singles title for the Wonder Boy, who is certainly playing up to the lofty nickname. Magic City continued with its bonus period of doubles play this past week. While the results of the games don't count towards the Doubles Championship Series, the consistency and communication in doubles play is starting to exceed what was seen in the first tournament. Douglas and Lamonte best exhibited these characteristics, making a powerful statement that they are not only finding their groove at the right time, but they're also not going to back down to any team looking to capture their glory in the future. In arguably their best performance since the first doubles tournament, Douglas and Lamonte totaled a roster-leading 4 wins in just 9 appearances. Jedin and Ben were the only other team to capture more than 1 victory, finally showing signs of being that formidable duo that many expected them to be. Conversely, the sweetheart pairing of Bueno and Tennessee struggled to close out their games, finding the win column just once throughout the doubles action. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the standout play exhibited by the pairing of Diaz and Bradley. Having never played together before, these two surprisingly clicked on all cylinders from the first serve, winning 1 game and finishing in the money in 4 others. Magic City should be starting up with the second tournament of the Doubles Championship in the near future, so stay tuned for the highly anticipated reveal of those new pairings coming very soon. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners, Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five. These teams will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt as well as a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performance in Week 17. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five winning Week 17 lineup. Each week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150 sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. But that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Robote play goes to number 13, Douglas. The defending singles and doubles champion usually puts his opponents in defense mode, but the tables were turned here in this point against Bueno. Bueno played a low running backhand to the inside that took a dead bounce off the back wall and looked like a sure winner. Number 13 had little margin for error as he not only dug out the Robote but also painted the line to score. The great ones have a knack for turning the impossible into the remarkable, and this save was just another example of why he is such a special talent in the sport of Jai-Alai. Feast your eyes on the pure power, finesse, and accuracy, all showcased by Magic City's Wonder Boy in this Robote Play of the Week.
Fires it back to the inside. Not inside enough. Bueno got it handily on the left side. Douglas. Outside placement of the Costado Robote, scores from the ground. Beautifully thrown.
And folks, there was the Robote recap from Week 17, recapping last week's play here at Magic City Jai-Alai. We are now just less than a minute away from the start of Game 3, also the start of that high five. A couple last seconds to get those wagers in. 2,000 guarantee in that jackpot here. Pick the winners of games 3 through 7. And again, if you're the only winner and you get all 5 numbers right, that is how you cash in on that jackpot. And if not, it'll carry over into the next performance. Game 3 coming up right now.
Ready to begin our third game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 3 also begins. This performance is high 5. The pick 5 wager correctly picked the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 with its $2,000 guarantee. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, Jedin. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Juice. There's the serve. Game 3 begins. Hard throw to the inside is going to score for Juice. Nicely thrown, point 2. Juice will serve to the white shirt of post 3. Receiving, we have Ben. Good catch by Ben. There's our hard throw. Forehand Robote just missed at the 8 line, point 3. Three serves to the green shirt of post 4, Tennessee. Ben flirting with the overhead screen on that serve. He kept it away. Here's Tennessee from the forehand. Nicely thrown to the inside. That's a great catch by Ben. Catch by Tennessee. Point 4. Now receiving black shirt of post 5. Here's Lamonte. Robote left side. It's a 2-all. It's out of play. Point 5. Our next matchup has Lamonte serving to Bueno, wearing the yellow shirt of post 6. Robote left side. Soft touch. Picked up by Bueno. Bueno plays it to the inside, where it scores. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive, pink shirt of post 7 is Fred. Powerful backhand by Fred. Good catch by Bueno. Ball tipped at the 9 line by Fred. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Diaz. Diaz reached out, caught it before it made the second bounce. Here's Bueno on the forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Ay! Robote just missed. 0.6. Six on the board with 3 points. Here's post 1, Jedden. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Ball tipped on the forehand of Jedden. 0.6. Straight point, straight possible game point here for Bueno in the yellow shirt at post 6. Trying to stop him, Juice in the blue at post 2. Good catch by Juice. Bueno on the left side. Bueno goes hard, Robote coming out, Juice is on the run. That was interesting. That was interesting. That is point in a perfect game to the yellow shirt at post 6. Bueno. 3, 4, 5, and 2 will pair off and play off for second and third place. 3 first serves, 2 4. Ball tipped by Ben, 0.4. 5 serves 2. The winner of this point meets 4 in the continuing playoff for second and third place. Lamonte from the left side. He makes a good catch. Here's Juice from the 9 line. Softer touch. Middle of the court. Lamonte's there. Lamonte throws. Picked up by Juice. Hard throw by Juice. Will score 0.2. 4 serves to 2. This is a playoff for second and third place. Nice backhand. 0.4. Point and place to post 4, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 6-4-2. Coming in first, post 6, Bueno. Taking second, post 4, Tennessee. Coming in third, post 2, Juice. 6-4-2 is the official order of finish for game number 3. There are your prices. $2 Quinella 4/6. That's first and second in any order, $27. The trifecta 6-4-2. $173 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our fourth game. It's a Spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Spectacular 7 means that it's played to 7 points, and all points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 4. Game 4 begins the early Pick 3. For those of you who are fans of the Pick 3 wager, we now have an early Pick 3 and a late Pick 3, back-to-back. Early Pick 3 is Games 4, 5, and 6. Late Pick 3 is Games 7, 8, and 9. So the early Pick 3 up next in Game 4. Post time is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai is a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage 150 or better, and in the money percentage 400 or better. I'm gonna finish every game that I get possible game point.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a Jai-Alai glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai?
Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
Hi, Jai-Alai Channel. This is Steve-O. This is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. The ball is called a pelota.
Lightning ball. Oh, good God.
And folks, you saw the pop culture video and then Bueno's little profile there for Bueno. All over the board early. 3 games for him, a win, a place, and a show. So it's got a lot of fantasy points if you had him. Increased to a $9 value here this week given the amount of games he was scheduled to play, and looks like so far could be a good pick there. 10 fantasy points already all over the board. Most importantly in that championship singles standing though, adds a win, number 61. He's inching closer to Ron. But as we said, Ron is back this week in second place in those standings, so he's going to have an opportunity to increase that lead once again back up over Bueno.
So anyway, back to this Butler situation. So do they get paid salary or do they get paid hourly? And is Jeeves really his name, or do you guys just...
Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. It's like, hey, what's...
That was a website, wasn't it?
Right. I can't believe I pulled that one out.
Well, I am of the pre-internet generation.
I don't even remember that.
I do remember when... I don't remember when phone numbers had, the letter abbreviation in front of it. Pixie 458 or something like that. That's back in the 50s and early 60s, I believe.
Oh,
before they were all did. Yeah, you may not even know what I'm talking about. That's all right. So yeah, no, that is before my time. But I do remember 4 stations in Miami: Channel 4, 6, 7, and 10. Actually 5, and PBS. All of which, as we've discussed, went off at midnight. And people are saying, what happened to Jai-Alai? What happened to Jai-Alai? Well, from 1926 into the 1990s, malls weren't always a destination in of themselves. Movie theaters sometimes just had 2 movies playing in them. There was no such thing as cable television, and we may have had, we had the Dolphins from the 60s on. No other sports teams. So from 1920, so for 40 years of its existence, Jai-Alai was the only professional sport in town. In fact, Miami Jai-Alai, get this, first professional sports arena built in the state of Florida.
That's a really good fun fact. You can stump a lot of people with a trivia question there.
No one cares about Florida anyway. They really don't. We've had this discussion before. It's just November's rolling around. We always screw something up then.
Florida gets a bad rap.
Well, is it bad or is it honest? I don't know. And I am a native. I was born and raised here. I will say that.
As someone that moved down here. Yeah.
And for the first time, I saw you in a long sleeve shirt for the first time yesterday.
Well, I was going to say I had to cover up the fact that I went outside for the first time, played some golf, and I looked like a lobster after it. I mean, you got to be kidding. Yeah. I hadn't been outside all summer, and it was like, oh my God, this heat. My parents said, this is nothing compared to Chicago, and I live in Florida all year round, and barely survived past like the 8th hole. I'm like, all right, guys, we maybe only play a 9 today. Got to get out of here.
Do you have fans of the golf carts?
No, not here.
You should ask Jeeves. Ask your butler to your butler
to clarify. there's no Chiefs. I don't know.
Oh my God, you're sweating a little on your brow.
Oh my God.
No, I was not greeted by a butler. I was not.
Although,
as far as the public's concerned, I wasn't. But you know who else was there? Shay was there. A lovely young lady named Shay.
20,000 empanadas.
Shay was there, and Shay was.
I was going to say both of us could barely get a word in. It was just
you didn't. She didn't. I felt bad about that. No.
Both of us. I tried to get in, and I was like, you know what? Stu's way more interesting than I am. My parents are more interesting than me. It's like, you know what? I'll listen.
It's
That's
funny to
God
leave a dark
2 ears.
room and be on display. That's a weird thing. See, here at Highlight, I'm fine because the public's not allowed in this particular area.
Yeah.
So it's just us, and we chat, and there's Highlight. Scott says this is the way he wants it. I just go with it. Anyway, what do you say we begin game number 4? It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Juice. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Diaz.
I'm on the same group with this guy.
Good effort by Juice. He just missed it to the inside. Point 2. Diaz now serves to the white shirt of post 3. Here's Bueno. Rebote left side by Diaz. Good catch by Bueno. Karen by Bueno opens up wide, a little too wide. That missed the court by about a foot. Point 2. Diaz now serves in this matchup to the green shirt of post 4, Tennessee. Powerful forehand by Tennessee. Diaz on the rebote. That hit the overhead screen. Point 4. That'll bring to the court the black shirt of post 5. It's worn by number 7, Ben. Rebote forehand, swing and a miss by Tennessee. Yep, you just missed the ball. Nothing to look at, just missed it. Point 5. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6. Kubala receives. That's a rebote by Ben. He gets it to the front wall. Kubala's there. Hard to the inside he goes. That's going to score. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive in the pink shirt of post 7 is Jedden. Beautiful backhand throw by Jedden. Forehand rebote by Kubala. Jedden from the 7 line. Hard to the inside. Scooped up by Kubala. Nice defensive play. Here's Jedden. Catch by Kubala. Picada, the big bounce. Will score. Well thrown by Kubala. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, is Anderluck. Ball tipped by Anderluck, point 6. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the red shirt of post 1, won by Juice. Robote left side by Kubala. Juice turned his back on the ball, came up with it on the forehand. Frank ducks, that's smart. Scoop by Kubala. Juice, well positioned to make a difficult Robote. That's a well-played point by Kubala and Juice. Point 6. Straight points to a possible game point here for Kubala. Trying to stop him. And the white shirt of post 3 is Bueno. Nice backhand by Kubala. Robote forehand by Bueno. Robote left side by Bueno. Off the court, point, and a perfect game. Ladies and gentlemen, to the yellow shirt of post 6, Kubala. 6 wins at 2 places, 4 serves to 5. This is a playoff for 3rd place.
Let that man do.
Nice backhand by Ben. Robote left side by Tennessee. Catch by Ben. Tennessee put the Robote into the pad, and the pad is bad, and Ben is jumping off of the side wall. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 5, Ben. Unofficial order finish, 6-2-5. Results from Game 4 are official as posted. Coming in first, post 6, Kubala with a perfect game. Taking second, post 2, Diaz. Coming in third, post 5, Ben. 6-2-5 is the official order finish for Game number 4. And a question forwarded to us, which is an easy one to answer, from the folks at the Jai-Alai Channel regarding folks who may be placing wagers on us, and they go to a computer and it no longer says Edgewater, it says Magic City. Now put this all together. Jackpots reset. They had to be forced out on Sunday. They reset now. So that would tell you all things point to, yes, operating under a different license. Same place, same court, same everything, just different license. It's just a technical issue. And this is the Magic City license.
Yes,
That's simple.
Yeah, so if you have been wagering under Edgewater and you're wondering,
why doesn't it say Edgewater? Why did it say Edgewater in the first place?
Yes.
That's it. That's just...
It's all good, and we're back under Magic City now.
Just different licenses,
Simpler,
that's all. There are your prices. $2 on 6 to win, returning $10.60. Always like to see double digits in the win pool. I don't know what that is. It just draws my attention. It's good to see.
Yeah, the extra number.
Yeah. I'll always have, we figure you walk up with $2.
Right.
And you place it on whatever number to win. And you'd like to see that your 2 could turn into 10. At least 10. That's,
5 times.
Exactly.
Not bad.
So your $2 Quinella 2-6, that's first and second in any order, is $30.20. Trifecta 625, that's first, second, and third place finishing $175.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 5. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time for game 5 is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
My favorite part about playing professional Jai-Alai is probably the free Gatorades and free waters. My favorite part about being a professional Jai-Alai player, when I play, my mind is so clear. It's really the only time that I'm able to focus on just one thing. It's very exhilarating and exciting, and I love exercise, and I love to be competitive. It just feels like I'm finally getting to do what I want to do every day.
Congratulations to this week's Fantasy Jai-Alai winners, Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five. These two teams finished tied with 198 points with the roster of singles players Bradley, Bueno, and Ben, and doubles pairing Lamonte and Douglas. The two winning teams prevailed in an injury-riddled week. Taking a more balanced drafting approach, Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five both opted to combine middle-value players instead of splurging the big bucks to get Douglas at $11. This strategy proved to be effective for Week 17 as the Killer Bees, Bradley, Bueno, and Ben finished second, third, and fourth, respectively, amongst the roster in fantasy points. Bradley led the way as a $5 pick, far exceeding his value with 8 singles wins, 7 places, and 2 shows for a total of 65 points. The only player to outscore the former Kane was the aforementioned Douglas, who cost more than twice as much. Bueno, at $7, took advantage of his multiple substitute appearances and earns a total 53-point fantasy output. Week 17 wasn't number 22's best so far, but he managed to outshine the other $7 player Ikeda, who tallied just 44 fantasy points. Ben rounded out the singles portion of the winning lineups, adding 52 points of his own for his personal best output since Week 14. In the end, Ben ended up outscoring all 3 of the other equally priced $6 players, Anderlecht, Jedden, and Tennessee. Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five used up only $18 of their budget on singles players, giving them the option of selecting one of the top doubles pairs. They went ahead and chose the duo of Douglas and Lamonte that finally played up to the elite level we've come to expect. The first doubles tournament champs tallied a roster high 4 wins plus 2 places and 1 show for a dominant 28 fantasy point total. Perhaps this selection was the difference maker, as the next closest doubles pairing, Jedden and Ben, totaled just 16 fantasy points in Week 17. Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt plus 1/2 of the cash prize at $75 each. It's important to note that cash prizes will remain unlocked for the duration of the season as long as there are 150 or more active teams in the league. And it doesn't end there. If the league reaches 200 members, the weekly prize money will increase yet again to $200. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just sign up for free at fantasyhighlight.com, pick your players, and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel. The more people who play, the more money to be won, so help us spread the word. And remember, every week is a brand new chance to update your team and win. You can find more details regarding the Fantasy League on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
And congratulations again to last week's Fantasy Jai-Alai winners. Week 17 of that already. 13 weeks in the books. 14 weeks. Or is this the 14th week?
I have no clue.
Who is Stu? Not the guy that. But again, congratulations to Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five, the 2 entries that tied atop the leaderboard.
Cute name, by the way.
Great name.
Yeah, I found that when I saw that, I was like, interesting. Thank you, Dave. Yes, and no high school picture on the way to anybody.
No Stu pictures.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry for any confusion or disappointment that may have created.
No, but they do get a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt and a $75 share of that $150 cash prize, which is $75 each, and that'll be coming your way here shortly. And again, if you would like to play Fantasy Jai-Alai, for those of you that have yet to sign up, go to fantasyhighlight.com. See a button there when you go to the homepage that says Join This League. You click that button. You log in with an email, create an account, and then you can start making your picks. It is a weekly contest, so it starts before the first performance of every week, which is Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. 12 noon, a little easier. We're already underway for this week. $150 going out to the winner again, in addition to a piece of Magic City gear, which we will announce here during one of these performances. And if we have over 200 players, which we may eclipse that this week, we were at 170 last week. If we get over 200, Magic City has said they will increase that cash prize to $200 per week. So again, sign up at fantasyhighlight.com, completely free to play, and you can win real cash prizes.
If you're quite finished plugging this fantasy highlight product, we can move on. Sorry, dramatic?
Let's get to the real action.
Dramatic? That was pretty dramatic.
That was good.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
Intimidating?
Yeah,
I know. I have to people. Moving on. Game number 5. Spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. That's Spectacular 7 scoring. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Bueno. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Ikeda. Ikeda left. Ikeda forgot a piece of equipment. Now he's complete. Rebote backhand by Bueno. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda, beautiful rebote from the left side. Point 2. I'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. This matchup has Ikeda serving to Douglas. Nice backhand by Douglas. Ikeda, forehand rebote to the inside. Douglas on the left side. Nice backhand again. Ikeda at the 7 line for the forehand rebote to the overhead screen. Point 3. Green shirt of post 4 receives. Here's Ron. Forehand rebote by Douglas. Scoop by Ron. Outside placement by Ron. Scores. Well thrown. Point 4. In this matchup, Ron serves to the black shirt of post 5. We have Jedden receiving. Strong backhand by Jedden. Rebote thrown hard to the inside. Jedden takes it on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Ron's there. Jedden for the rebote. Ron read it. Stayed inside. Plays it from the left side. Swing and a miss. Midcourt. Point 4. Ron now serves to the yellow shirt of post 6. Receiving, we have Anderluck.
I know he went that side.
Great catch by Anderluck behind the 9 line. Strong backhand follows. Rebote's up to the 6 line. Turn from the forehand of Ron. Anderluck's there. Rebote left side by Anderluck. Forehand rebote now by Anderluck. Ron on the left side. Clip the side wall. Not really a reverse 2-all. Anderluck turns a 2-all. Ron to the outside, makes the catch. Excellent throw by Ron. Scores. Point 4. Well played by Ron and Anderluck. Ron's made 3 straight points. On the court, ready to receive. The pink shirt of post 7. Carballo receives. Catch by Ron. Carballo with a beautiful scoop on the left side. That's another one on the left side.
He's not going to get a chance this time.
And that time he just got beat. 0.4. Four on the board with 4 points. Here's post 8 to complete the first round of play. We have Kubala. Yeah, not a fan of the fancy stuff. Just catch the ball.
Apparently not Ron either.
There's the backhand by Kubala. Rebote left side by Ron. Kubala to the inside. Ron's there with the catch. Nice backhand. Rebote left side. Fall down by Kubala. Great catch by Ron. Ron hard to the inside. Rebote forehand by Kubala. Ron going for that on the right side. Wow. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth double. 2 points through the end of the game. Kubala serves the returning one post. Here's Bueno. Point one. Bueno on the board with 2 points, serving the returning two post. Here's Ikeda. Point one. One on the board with 4 points, serving two posts 3. Douglas. Douglas comes over the top nicely. Bueno takes it in the air. Hard throw, caught in the air by Douglas. Douglas goes deep. Rebote left side. Douglas on the catch on the forehand. Hard throw follows. And scores. 0.3. Douglas on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5, Jedden. Powerful backhand by Jedden. Clears the overhead screen. Douglas on the rebote to the inside. Will score 0.3. Possible game point for the white shirt at post 3, Douglas. Here, trying to stop him. And the yellow shirt at post 6 is Anderluck. Long carom beautifully thrown by Anderluck. Nicely caught. And a little picata just scoring perfectly. Point and game to the white shirt at post 3. Douglas. 3 wins it. 4 serves to 1. This is a playoff for second and third place. Strong backhand by Bueno. Rebote. Wow, that got away from him. 0.1. Point and place to post 1. 4 shows. Unofficial order finish. 3-1-4. My birthday numbers. 3-1-4.
Birthday box.
Is that what it's called?
That was what was talked about at the dinner.
Oh,
As I said,
yes,
my
yes,
dad
yes,
used to
yes.
bet the birthday
Yes,
boxes of
yes.
everyone in the family. That's yours, the 3-1-4.
3-1-4. That's it. It's official. Coming in first, post 3, Douglas. Taking second, post 1, Bueno. Coming in third, post 4, Ron. 3-1-4. The official order finish for Game 5. And we'll have your prices up here in just a moment. $2 Quinella 1-3. That's first and second in any order. That's $16. Trifecta 3-1-4, $95.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our sixth game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 6 closes out today's Pick 3. Post time for Game 6. Just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the offseason practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want. And I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again. But we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And that was Douglas there picking up his first win of the week here in his first appearance. A far cry from how he started off last week. He's been slow out of the gates the past few weeks now, but appears to be back on track here to start week 18. 1 for 1 in the win column. 5 more points for him 5 points for him if you took him in fantasy, already on the board. And then how about on the season, Stu? We got to go to the overall standings. That is win number 99. So one more. One more, and
he gets that 100 win mark. That's an important mark here at Magic City. It is.
And last season there, Douglas the only guy to eclipse 100 wins. And I think this season we're going to have a couple more guys. Ron's going to get there he's got 27 more wins over the course of the season to get there. Pretty confident he'll get there. Bueno's got an opportunity if he's playing. He's playing a lot of games here this week, but already on the board. And then a couple of those guys at 50 wins. We're past the halfway mark, right? Yeah, we only have about 3 more months left in this season.
Yes, we are definitely past the halfway mark.
Yeah, so looks like it may be a couple of guys, but Douglas certainly going to get it. Ron's going to get it. And Bueno, Tennessee, Ikeda, Ben, Kubala, Jedden, El Barba, Carballo, all X Factors there, hanging around the 50 win mark.
X Factors? Like the TV show?
Yeah, it probably wasn't the right. It's probably all working around the.
That's
they have an opportunity to get 100 wins.
When your job is to continue speaking, sometimes you just randomly incorporate stuff.
Sayings that don't necessarily apply, but people may still get
I think
it.
X Factor. I think it's appropriate. It was just I hadn't heard you say that before that I know of.
Yeah, I like that word. Good TV. Did you ever watch the TV show?
What TV show?
Was it a singing competition, right? X Factor?
It's kind of like a whatever's got talent.
American Idol type.
Yeah,
America's Got Talent.
Well, yeah, America's Got Talent.
Is that your speed? Those type of shows, or no? Not a. You don't like to watch other people.
No, I literally will put on the news like when I wake up, and I'll watch it until something happens, and it's like, oh my god, I just can't watch this. And then I'll usually go to either Frasier from the 90s or House, which of course Shay is a fan of, from what I understand.
You talked about Lin-Manuel.
Exactly.
Guest appearance.
Season 6 opener. It was great. Occasionally Monk. Or occasionally the Bob Newhart Show.
Don't know that one.
On Hulu. I don't imagine, even though it takes place in Chicago.
That's right. I didn't know the show, but
in fact, I recently, things get so dreary late at night when I happen to be lurking around my place, is that I looked up the apartment that Bob Newhart lived in. It's a very real property on the lake in Chicago.
Gorgeous.
And the office building, both of which are still standing from that show. That show was out, I believe, 71 to 77 or something like that. So yeah, no, I was born in 69, so I was 7-8 years old.
It's got to be a beautiful view, overlooking right on the lake.
Prices weren't that expensive in that place. I expected it to be one of those places. No, even now, because
even still,
if when you research a property, you throw an address into whatever, and of course Zillow comes up and tells you that this person paid this and that person paid that. And if you'd like to live here, no, I just wanted to see if the building was real. And yeah, it was. No, the Bob Newhart Show. Bob Newhart Show from, I think probably one of the best examples of dry wit
Yeah.
that there is. He's still very much alive, Bob Newhart.
Right, well, we'll get back into the TV talk here. We got just about 2 minutes until we get into game number 6. And for those new fans, we got a little video here that, for anyone that missed it at the top of the program, that's going to explain how the sport of highlight is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that explanation video right there will take us up to the start of game number 6, which closes out that early pick 3.
This is game number 6, Spectacular 7. Singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, we have Ikeda. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Bueno. Ikeda from the left side. Strong backhand. Ikeda switching from the right to the left. Just what he should do, just missed the catch. Point 2. Bueno now serves to the white shirt at post 3. Here's Kubala. Bueno comes back, makes a beautiful catch at the 11 line. Scoop attempt missed, point 2. Here's the green shirt at post 4, Anderluck. Powerful, powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. That's a beautiful right side. Catch on the forehand of Anderluck. Hard throw to the inside. Bueno's there. Rebote forehand. Good pickup by Bueno. Anderluck from the 8 line. Point 2. Bueno's on the board with 3 points. Now receiving the black shirt of post 5, Douglas. Rebote left side. A sharp 2-wall thrown to score. Beautifully executed by Bueno. Point 2. Bueno's made 4 straight points. This next matchup has Bueno serving to the yellow shirt at post 6, Ron. Bueno goes deep from the left side, rather. Nice rebote turn by Ron and off the side of Bueno Cesta, point 6. Next matchup has Ron serving to the pink shirt of post 7, worn by Ben. Great catch by Ben off a good serve by Ron. Strong backhand. Rebote by Ron. Catch by Ben. Carom by Ben. Well executed and scoring. Point 7. Here now. Ready to receive. Purple shirt at post 8 is Carballo. Bend for the rebote. Into the pad. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, Ikeda. Carballo moves up, makes the catch. Tejada the soft play. Read and stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda goes hard to the inside where it scores. Good legs by Ikeda to get there. 0.1. Ikeda on the board with 2 points. In this matchup, he serves to the white shirt at post 3. Kubala. Kubala from the left side. Forehand rebote. Escapa. Got away from him. 0.3. Our next matchup has Kubala serving to Anderluck in the green at post 4. That ball hit the overhead screen. Point 4. Strong forehand rebote, caught by Douglas. Anderluck winds up, went back to the inside, kinda. Forehand rebote, beautifully played by Anderluck. Good catch by Douglas. Douglas goes deep. Rebote comes low. Anderluck got it up there. Douglas caught it before the second bounce, rifles it. Anderluck stops it. Anderluck puts it over Douglas's head. Douglas for the forehand rebote, that's just missed. Well played by Douglas and Anderluck. Point goes to the 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 2. Bueno. Catch by Anderluck at the 9 line. Outside placement. Stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's carom caught the top of the pad, 0.4. That gives Anderluck a possible game point here in the 6th game. Trying to stop him, Ron. Excellent catch by Anderluck. He takes the ball in the air just like he should. Very nice. Rebote by Ron. Anderluck at the 9 line. Hard to the inside. Beautiful catch by Ron on the left side. Anderluck from the 9 line. Another hard throw to the inside. Picked off by Ron. Ron passes from the left side. Rebote's up. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Catch by Ron. Forehand rebote by Anderluck to pass. Beautiful rebote by Anderluck. That lands in and scores for the win. Point and game to the green shirt of post 4, Anderluck. 4 wins it 2 places, 1 serves to 3. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Nice backhand by Kubala. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Kubala to the inside. Ikeda missed it one way, went for it the other, missed it there too. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 3 Kubala. Unofficial order finish 4-2-3. The prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 6 are official. Coming in first, post 4, Anderluck. Taking second, post 2, Bueno. Coming in third, post 3, Kubala. 4-2-3. The official result from game number 6.
And this price is going to be an interesting one here. You got no Douglas, Ron, or Ikeda, but still lower numbers. So this one's really going to tell you how many people are betting combinations. The lower numbers are really trying to go player by player here. Douglas playing out of a difficult post. Ron, difficult post. And Anderluck taking one of these later games. We talked about a few weeks ago how the later games have been dominated by the likes of Ron, Douglas. Pretty much those two guys. But Anderluck getting one there. And
so first of all, talking about wins. So $2 on 4 to win.
Not bad.
Returns $19.60. That's a nice win price for Anderluck. The $2 Quinella, that's first and second in any order, 2-4, $41.20. Trifecta, 4-2-3. That's a first, second, and third place finish, $414.80. And your pick 3, your early pick 3, 6-3-4. 3 of 3 numbers returning $268.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 7th game. It's a spectacular 7 doubles match. Our first and only doubles game in today's performance. Game 7 now begins the late pick 3 and concludes the high 5. Lots going on in Game 7. It's doubles. It begins the late pick 3, which is being introduced today, and ends the high 5. To play the pick 3, you correctly pick the winners of Game 7, 8, and 9. Game 7 is only a 7-post game. Post time for game number 7 is now just 8 minutes away. Good luck. So overall, some tremendous play by Anderluck in that game. His forehand Robote, he was passing it.
I was going to say, yeah.
Now, one thing that we explained for those of you familiar with traditional highlight, the importance of passing, less so on this court. You want your players to be able to do it, but on a traditional highlight court, based on the fact that it's cement, granite, et cetera, the different type of pelota with the skin on it as opposed to tape, you will get the chulo, which people know is where the ball comes and hits the crack and rolls out, or the chick-chack, where it hits real close to the floor, goes right back to the wall and back down to the floor. One way or the other, the importance of passing is if you can put it over your opponent's head, it may not come out to be played at the Robote. Here at Magic City, almost everything comes out.
Yeah.
So a lot of emphasis placed on Robote as opposed to passing.
And now, just under 4 minutes to that 7th game. You see those will pays for the high 5. Looks like there are no tickets still alive for that jackpot. Take another look here. Yeah, you got 1 3 out of 5. The rest 4 out of 5. So whatever is bet into that high 5 pot here today. Didn't see what the final figure was, but whatever it is will be carried over into that afternoon performance. which of course the high five always guaranteed, minimum $2,000. Looks like nobody will be taking that home here in the first performance of the week. And so, seventh game here, one and only doubles game in this performance. You've seen these teams past few weeks here. Juice and Ron playing out of post one back together. Ron out last week with an injury, but looks like he's pretty much fully healthy. Had a good run in there in his first couple appearances. Hasn't found the win column yet, but playing particularly well. Bueno and Tennessee there playing out of post two. They've been together pretty much, seems like almost every doubles game we played here this season. They were partners in that first tournament, playing together again here in these doubles games for fun here until we begin that second doubles tournament, all part of the championship doubles series here at Magic City. Post three, Diaz and Carballo, that team back together. Bradley replaced Carballo last week, and Bradley and Diaz, that was an interesting combination. They found the board a couple of times there, a couple of show finishes. I think they got a win in there as well, so that team played well. And Carballo also looks much better than he did a couple weeks ago in terms of his health, moving around much better, so expect a little bit better from that team. Fred and Ikeda been surprising. They've been on the board in a lot of their games here this week as a $1 value in fantasy, maybe a good value play. Lamonte and Douglas, first champion, we'll try that again. Champions of our first doubles tournament here at Magic City, and last week they played like it. 4 wins for them. No other team had more than 2. So that team dominated the win column. Anderluck and Kubala there playing out of post 6-2, and that's an interesting combination here this week.
Yes, it is. That's a particularly good team.
That's a particularly good team, and that's why...
That's a particularly good team. I hadn't noticed that before you looked. Before you mentioned it.
And they're priced there at $3 for fantasy. There was some confusion. If you had the team of Anderluck and El Barba last week, I think it came up as Anderluck and El Barba because the lineup carried over, but you do have Anderluck and Kubala. They are a $3 value, and that's why they were increased to $3. If you're wondering, well, that team didn't come on the board at all last week, talking about Anderluck and El Barba. How did they increase their price? It's because Anderluck and Kubala is that team. So you'll be getting points for them. And then Jedden and Ben playing out of post 7. They played their best week as a doubles pairing last week. Communication started to be a little bit better. They found the win column multiple times, so see if they can have a repeat performance here again.
That's a good team.
In this seventh game.
Oh, yeah. That is a good team. No question about it.
Yeah, this doubles is, with that team of Anderluck and Kubala now. Yeah, all these teams are pretty solid. We'll see how the action plays out here in this 7th game.
Ready to begin our 7th game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play.
I'm gonna put every fucking cell phone that rings in the fucking...
Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Juice and Ron. Our first matchup has Juice serving to Bueno and Tennessee in the blue of post 2. There's the serve. Game 7 has begun. Bueno takes the serve, throws the 2-all to score. Point 2. Now receiving the white shirts of post 3, Diaz and Carballo. Rebote left side by Bueno. Excellent catch by Diaz. Diaz going for the 2-all. That was an excellent effort by Diaz. Try to kill that point. Point goes to the 2. That'll bring to the court the green shirts of post 4. This matchup has a Bueno serving to Fred and Ikeda. Great catch by Bueno. Ikeda from the 12 line. Bueno. Throws a 2-all. 2 score. Point 2. 2 serves to the black shirts of post 5, Lamonte and Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Good catch by Tennessee. Douglas chooses the rebote. To the outside it goes. Bueno picks it up. Off the court, point 5. In our next matchup, Lamonte serves 2. Yellow shirts of post 6. Anderluck's in the front, Kubala's in the back. Douglas from behind the 13 line, passing the front quarter. Kubala takes it in the air in the backcourt. Great catch by Douglas on the left side. Here's Kubala at the 11 line. Douglas moves up, makes the catch. Hard throw. Anderluck comes cross court. Smacks his hip into the side wall, but makes a good catch. Outside placement. Good second effort by Anderluck to try to make that rebote a hop for the forehand. Very nice. Point 5. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the pink shirts of post 7, Jedden and Ben. Rebote forehands up and into the overhead screen. Point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in our second round are the red shirts of post 1, Juice and Ron Ron. Excellent catch by Ben on the left side. Ron Ron from the 11 line. Strong backhand. Caught in the air by Ben on the forehand. Outside placement by Ben. Ron Ron saves the rebote on the left side. Jedden showing good control in the front. Nice soft placement's going to score on the second bounce. Well played by Jedden. Point 7. Put 7 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3 returning to receive. We have Diaz and Carballo. Ball tipped by Ben in the backcourt. Point 3. 3 team has 2 points. In this matchup, Diaz will serve to Fred and Ikeda. Cortada attempt hits the pad. Point 3. 3 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 2. Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. Back to the inside he goes. Carballo's there. Great catch. Almost made by Bueno. Tipped on the left side. Point 3. Possible game point for the white shirts at post 3. Diaz and Carballo. Trying to stop them are Anderluck and Kubala. Powerful backhand caught on the forehand of Anderluck. Anderluck goes deep. Good effort by Diaz. Try to make that rebote. Point goes to the 6. 6 serves to the black shirts at post 5. Lamonte and Douglas receive. Douglas comes powerful over the top. It's scooped up by Anderluck on the left side. Douglas on the catch. Catch by Kubala. Douglas from the 9 line. Picada. Scooped on the forehand of Anderluck, and it scores. 0.6. Six on the board with 4 points, serving to post 1. Here's Juice and Ron. Ball rule tipped off the serve. 0.6. Possible game point for Anderluck and Kubala. Trying to stop them are Jedden and Ben. Powerful backhand. Caught in the air nicely by Kubala. Robote left side by Jedden. Catch by Anderluck. Anderluck sends it back. Robote beautifully played by Jedden. Kubala running back, but he makes the catch. Here's Jedden from the 6th line. Hard backhand. Robote for Anderluck. Catch by Ben. Outside he goes. Kubala catches it in the air. Oh, no. That's not coming out. Point in game, ladies and gentlemen. Yellow shirts post 6. Anderluck and Kubala. 6 wins at 3 places. 2 serves to 7. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Good catch by Ben at the 10 line. Hard forehand. Good catch by Tennessee. Robote left side by Jedden. Tennessee from the backcourt. Jedden looks for the Robote to the outside of the court. Just missed. Point and a 3rd place finish for post 2, Bueno and Tennessee. Unofficial order finish 6-3-2. Results from Game 7 are official. Coming in first, post 6, the team of Anderluck and Kubala. Taking second, post 3, Diaz and Carballo. Coming in third, post 2, Bueno and Tennessee. And we'll have your prices up here in just a moment. That was a rather fast-paced doubles game. Actually, the whole performance is, I just looked up. I just told you. It's 1:45, and we're about to begin Game 8. This performance is racing along. I mean, really racing along.
Man, we're typically beyond 2 p.m. when we begin this
performance is usually about 2.5 hours. Yeah. $2 on 6 to win, returning $11.40. Looks good. Your Quinella from Game 8. 3-6, first and second, in any order, 45-20. Trifecta 6-3-2, 342, even. The high five for today, 66346. 4 of 5 numbers returning $71.20. And we have $356.40 in the carryover. Remember, the high five is guaranteed at $2,000 every performance. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 8th game. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 8 will conclude the mighty Ocho. There are no scratches in our 8th game, and post time for Game 8 is 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I'll play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, played Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father. Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary. Excuse me.
It happens. It happens. I'm telling you, it happens.
Award-winning documentary, Magic City Hustle, about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City just a few years ago. If you'd like to watch that for yourself, head on over to MagicCityCasino.com under the highlight tab. It's the first button there. It says Magic City Hustle. It's a hyperlink. You can click on it. It'll take you directly to the website, or you can type it into your browser, MagicCityHustle.com. Either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can make a purchase of that film for $5, and then from there, enjoy it as many times as you like. And Game 8 is now just under 3 minutes away. If you played the Ocho here today, those will pays were flashing up here. There they come again. Most possible numbers there is 5 out of 8. And again, with that Ocho, the guarantee has been up to $3,000 for the closing months of the season here. It was $2,000, but jumped up to $3,000. So if anyone gets all 8 numbers and they are the only winning ticket, even if carryover isn't above $3,000, it is always guaranteed at $3,000 for every performance.
We have just about 2 minutes to begin game number 8. Game 8 is now just 2 minutes away. No scratches in game 8.
So this late pick 3, kind of digging the late pick 3 here. You get the one doubles game, you get spectacular 7 singles, and then you get the superfecta. So you get 3 different games, 7, 8, 9 to close it out.
Very interesting.
Got to give it. Whoever made the program, you got to give that guy a little credit.
Of course, boss. Scott is funny with that. Scott where he looks at me and says, "Now, everything you know about highlight, yeah, I want you to forget about it. I thought you hired me for experience. No, experience does not help you here. Experience in highlight is worth nothing." Okay, I think I get it. It's been quite a learning curve the last 3 years. So now it's just smile and nod. It's a lot of smiling and nodding.
Reminds you of the scene in Madagascar, smile and wave, boy.
I do remember that.
Yeah, the penguins.
Yes.
That's funny.
That's really what it comes down to.
No, but I mean, Seriously, though, they had to get the last 3 games. I like the doubles in that 7th game, and that team of Anderlecht and Kubala, their first opportunity. There was no prognosticating there, but they said it's a particularly good team. Said I say 2 for 2 there. Said Carballo and Diaz, that pairing should have been playing better than the stat sheet indicated when they were together a couple weeks ago, and they got on the board there with a place in their first appearance. And Bueno and Tennessee on the board as well. Going back to singles here, game number 8.
Ready to begin our 8th game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Anderlecht. Our first matchup has Anderlecht serving to the blue of post 2, Ron. Anderlecht serves. We begin game 8 with a missed ball. Point 1. Anderlecht first up on the board in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. Here's Ikeda. Catch by Ikeda. Hard throw to the inside. Anderlecht for the rebote left side. Ikeda from the forehand. Picata, big bounce. Scooped by Anderlecht. Outside placement. Ikeda was waiting for it. Hard throw. Tipped by Anderlecht at the 10 line. Point 3. Here's the green shirt of post 4. Bueno. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. He saves it. Bueno moves up. Back to the inside. Ikeda with a scoop right next to his legs. Just missed. Point 4. And our next matchup, Bueno will serve to the black shirt at post 5, worn by Douglas. Magic City bounce pulled in by Bueno. That's nice. Douglas takes it on the left side. Bueno from the left side. Caught it. Dropped it. Point 5. Now receiving yellow shirt at post 6, Ben. Rebote saved by Douglas. Here's Ben from the outside. Scoop attempt missed. Point 6. Here's post 7, Carballo. Rebote left side by Ben. Scoop by Carballo. There's another Dejada. That one didn't work either. Nice backhand. Nice catch by Carballo. Nice throw by Carballo. Rebote by Ben. Hits the overhead screen. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt at post 8, Kubala. Carballo takes it from the forehand. Tried to go outside. Threw it in the middle of the court. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Ron. Blue opposed 2. Robote forehand by Ron. Ball tipped by Kubala. Point 2. Two serves, 2 posts, 1. Receiving is Anderluck. Robote left side by Ron. Catch by Anderluck. Hard throw down low. Good pickup by Ron. Ron dings the side wall into the Chula. It scores. Point 2. Joe on the board with 4 points. Here's post 3. Ikeda. Robote left side to the inside. Ikeda missed it first time around. Turns a nice Robote. Nice catch by Ron. Actually went behind him. Don't see that every day. Point 2. Possible game point for Ron. Robote 2-all. Picked off by Bueno and a good catch. Back to the inside he goes. Ron holds onto it. Nice backhand. Forehand Robote played nicely by Bueno. Good catch by Ron. Ron back to the inside where it scores. Point in game, post 2. Ron. 2 wins at rather lengthy playoff that we have here for second and third place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, and 4 will play 2 7 points. 5 first serves, 2 6. Douglas midcourt with the catch. Sidearm Karam. Opens a little too much and is off the court. Point 6. Ben now serves 2. The pink shirt of post 7 worn by Carballo. Robote left side into the pad. Point 7. Carballo's on the board with 3 points, serving to post 8, Kubala. Carballo, forehand Robote. Kubala to the inside. Ball missed by Carballo, point 8. Eight on the board with 3 points. Here's post 1, Anderluck. Scoop by Anderluck. Robote left side by Kubala. Anderluck on the catch. Back to the inside. Good catch by Kubala on the left side. Lifts the backhand. Catch by Kubala. Kubala with a quick flip. Not sure what that was, actually. Outside placement, read by Kubala. He stops it. Picava by Kubala. Anderluck looking for a difficult Rabote. Turns a long 2-all. That's very nice, and it scores. Point 1. Anderluck's on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3. Keita. Good catch by Anderluck. Nice backhand. Rabote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Anderluck. Low and hard thrown by Anderluck. Placement shot to the inside. Anderluck catches it. Point 1. Possible place point for post 1. Anderluck. Trying to stop him. Post 4. Bueno. Underserve. Point 4. Here's post 5, Douglas. Strong forehand throw by Douglas, goes wall to wall. Bote saved by Bueno. Bueno with a great scoop on the left side. Another good pickup by Bueno. Nice backhand. Outside placement of the forehand Rabote. Bueno hung in there through the 2-all. It caught the pad. Almost a really nice shot. Point 5. Five on the board with 3 points, serving to post 6. Here's Ben. Good catch by Ben. Rabote left side by Douglas. Catch by Ben. Ben throws it back. Douglas catches it on the left side. Back to the inside he goes. Chula scores. Point 5. Five on the board with 5 points. Here's post 7. Carballo. Strong forehand Rabote by Douglas. Good catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Caught by Carballo. Carom by Carballo. Stopped, but not held on to by Douglas. Point 7. Here's post 8, Kubala. Point 8. Another possible place point, this time for Kubala. Ikeda receives. Point 3. Returning with possible place point, Anderluck, the red shirt at post 1. Point and place to post 1, Anderluck. 5 serves to 7. This is a playoff for third place. Rebote to the inside. Nicely played. Carballo for the rebote. To the floor. Point and a third place finish for post 5. Douglas. Unofficial order of finish 2-1-5. Results are official from Game 8. Coming in first, post 2, Ron. Taking second, post 1, Anderluck. Coming in third, post 5, Douglas. 2-1-5 is the official order of finish for game number 8. And we'll have your prices up in just a moment. There are your prices. $2 quinella, 1-2, 37.20. Trifecta, 2-1-5, 113.60. Your Mighty Ocho, 8-1, 6-6, 3-4, 6-2. 5 of 8 numbers returning $6.80. Carryover jackpot, $13.60. Up next, our 9th and final game of the afternoon, a spectacular 9 Superfecta match. Next game played at 9. That's 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 9 is our only Superfecta wagering opportunity. Superfecta is similar to a trifecta. Returns cash on first through fourth place as opposed to first through third in a trifecta. It also concludes our late pick 3. Post time for Game 9, a 9-point Superfecta game. And the conclusion of the pick 3, both now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And to explain in a little more detail exactly how this 9-point Superfecta singles match is going to go here to close it out, we got a video that will explain it for you all. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And game number 9 here, the finale in this first matinee performance. It's just 5 minutes away. We'll be back here with another 9 games starting at 4 p.m. You saw those will pays for the second pick 3, the late pick 3 now instituted here for the first time in this performance.
Instituted, that's a good word. I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
And while we have a couple extra minutes, got to shout out one of my friends. It's a birthday, special birthday. Happy birthday to Jacob out there, one of the few that watches along with the action here, plays fantasy highlights. So fellow degenerate, you got to shout him out there. Kobe Year, 24. Happy birthday, Jacob.
A rule of thumb, does he place bets on us?
I don't think he wagers on us here, but
then you can call him a degenerate. If they wager on us, you cannot call anybody a degenerate. That's basically the rule of thumb. Your customers are never degenerates.
I mean it lovingly.
We can refer to ourselves that. No, of course. It's an old term amongst parimutuel enthusiasts.
Yes.
I get that. I definitely get that. But you got somebody sitting there, watching, going, degenerate. Call me a degenerate. How old is Jacob?
Jacob, 24. Kobe Year.
20 and watches highlight?
Watches highlight. That's why I'm saying
happen?
That's why it's an important one to shout out, because there's not that many young fans or friends of mine that are out there, and a guy that always talks up the sport, wants to help spread it.
Wow.
Won fantasy one of the weeks as well. Always wears that Magic City hat. Is excited to get it, so happy birthday, Jacob.
Happy 24th birthday.
The younger fans.
24, you said, right?
24.
Yeah.
And the younger fans, that's important. I mean, it came up in the chat here a couple of weeks ago. It's that whole generation, I mean, my age and younger than us, don't really understand parimutuel wagering. And as someone, Jacob, one of the few that actually does understand it, is really 23. Did I get his age wrong? See, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think you said 24.
I said 24.
Oh, and apparently Jacob's pissed. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Hey. Yeah, your former friend Jacob, who used to follow Jai-Alai,
former roommate of 4 years in
X
college.
Up in Dania, going, come on, Dania.
Wow, sorry about. Don't know. Thought he was a year older. Usually, see, this is what it is, and there's different states that cut off the age. Where do you begin school? Like the cutoff date is a different date.
So it was that way back in my day too.
So in New York and New Jersey, something that I learned is that they go by the calendar year, but in Illinois it goes by the summer. So people, like, I was one of the youngest my age in July 31st. So people that are born in September or October, those are always the oldest kids in the grade. I just had kind of a brain cramp there, which is why I thought he was 24 because, September, early September, that would be in Illinois, it would be 24 if we're the same grade. So sorry about that, but still, Jacob, happy birthday.
I'm guessing Jacob's from New York?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Close. Part of that tri-state area.
Yeah, the tri-state area.
Yes, I like the tri-state area. It's nice.
Yeah, you go to University of Miami, you meet a lot of folks
from the Northeast.
From the Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah, parents living out their dream through their kids.
Yeah.
Send kids to a warm climate.
Yes, of course.
Suntan U. It was called Suntan U when my father went in the 60s.
Yeah. Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one thing they have. They're like, oh my God, you have a pool on campus? How often do you sit out there? 0 times in my 4 years. It's sad.
Ask me how many times I've been to the beach in South Florida.
Yeah, that's.
I used to go I used to go every weekend religiously with my father when I was a kid, every Saturday and Sunday. And then as an adult, sporadically. And last time I was physically on the beach in South Florida,
I'm gonna have to
where it wasn't
too.
a wedding or an event or something like that. I can't remember any time in the last
time you willingly went on your own accord.
Last time 8 or 9 years at least.
I'm not a big beach guy. I prefer the pool. The sand sometimes it just gets it gets a little frustrating.
Some people don't like sand. I don't know what it is. Some people are like that. Douglas said that too.
Yeah,
Douglas said someone talked to him about going to the beach. He went, sand.
Yeah, the beach. I mean, you could just sit at the pool, and it's kind of the same deal. But
wow, I don't know. It's now 7 Mile Beach in Grand Cayman.
That's one beach we can all get behind.
Now that beach. Now that is a beach.
Stews has experience with that. Yes.
We're ready to begin game number 9. Spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving the red shirt at post 1 is Anderluck, receiving blue post 2, Ikeda. Anderluck from the forehand. Beautiful throw to the inside, picked up on the left side of Ikeda. Ikeda from the backhand. Point 2. Here's the white shirt at post 3, Ron. Strong backhand by Ron. Ikeda for the rebote. Played from the left side. Ron takes it on the bounce. Outside placement with a twist of the wrist will score. Beautifully executed by Ron. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Kubala. Kubala to the inside. Ron takes it in the air. Nice backhand. Rebote left side, 2-all. Lands in and scores. Well executed by Kubala, point 4. Here's post 5 in the black shirt. Douglas. Outside placement, lands outside the court. Point 4. Yellow shirt of post 6 receives. Here's Carballo, rather. Outside placement, outside the court. Point 4. On the court, ready to receive in the pink shirt of post 7. This matchup has Kubala serving to Bueno. Hard throw by Kubala. Good catch by Bueno. Kubala from the left side. Goes deep. Bote forehand save by Bueno. Kubala got up there. Flipped it up to the front wall. Bueno takes a step forward to make the catch. Hard to the inside it goes, where it scores. Point 7. Here is the purple shirt of post 8, Ben. In as assess to the ball goes. Point 8. First round's complete. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Anderluck in the red of post 1. Strong forehand throw by Anderluck, juggling on the catch of Ben. Point 1. Anderluck has 2 points. He serves the returning to post, Ikeda. Ball tipped at the sidewall, point 2. Here's post 3, Ron. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. That's a beautiful rebote. Ron scoops it up on the left side. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Ron hustling for the rebote. Missed it on the forehand. Point 2. Ikeda has 5 points, but remember, 9 points are needed to win a Superfecta game. Receiving, Douglas. Douglas throws it hard back to the inside. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Soft 2-all. Will score. Point 5. Five has 2 points. Here's post 6, Carballo. Nice backhand by Carballo. Robote hooked to the floor by Douglas. Point 6. 6 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 4, Kubala. What a serve by Carballo. Kubala comes over the top. Carballo's on it. Oh, my God. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Point 4. Four is on the board with 5 points. Here's post 7, Bueno. Bueno from the left side. Nice and hard to the inside. Robote's coming out. Catch by Bueno. Low and hard. Caught by Kubala. Robote forehand by Kubala. Catch by Bueno. Karen by Bueno from the 10 line. Not working. Point 4. Kubala has 7 points and a possible game point. Trying to stop him. Purple shirt at post 8. Bend. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, of the green shirt at post 4, Kubala. 4 wins at 2 places, 1, 5, and 6 play off 4. 3rd and 4th place, 1 first serves, 2, 5. Catch by Anderluck. He goes deep. Robote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Anderluck. Point 1. Possible show point for the 1 post. Anderluck trying to stop him. Carballo. It's an excellent serve by Anderluck. Robote forehand thrown hard to the inside by Anderluck. Carballo's there. Anderluck forehand escapes. Point 6. We'll turn him around now. This is show and quad point. 6 serves, 2-1. Powerful backhand thrown by Anderluck. 2 score. Point and show to post 1, Anderluck. Carballo takes 4th place in the yellow of post 6. Unofficial order of finish, 4-2, 1-6. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from our 9th game are official as posted. Coming in first, post 4, Kubala. Taking second, post 2, Ikeda. Coming in third, post 1, Anderluck. Taking the quad, post 6, Carballo. 4-2, 1-6 is the official order of finish for Game 9. See, I was saying, we can't get out of here past 2/3. Those games rolled straight along in the last 2 games. Everybody had to play off in the last game.
Yeah.
And
you get those long playoffs there, they can take as long as a full game. And for their Kubala again, the Kubala Fecta. Picking up a win again.
That's right. He loves the Superfecta game. He really does. He's been very effective in it.
And speaking of, I mean, we talk about how consistent he is, and defensively, we talk about, look, defensively, he's great, makes almost every catch in that offensive game. If he could work on it, he's already a terrific player, but that would just up his level of play here. But going into today, 43 wins, 43 places, and 43 shows. That's just numbers-wise, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And Kubala to win, $22. So $2 wagered on 4 to win would have returned $22. The Quinella, 2-4, that's first and second in any order, returns $34.80. The trifecta, 4-2-1, that's first, second, and third place finishing, $873.20. 10 cent super, 4-2-1-6, $163.80. And our late pick 3, the new addition for today, 6-2-4. 3 of 3 numbers returning $356.
I got to say, there's Stu, also pretty good opening performance on the week. One of the best we've seen in a while.
Well, especially the early games.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the early games. Late games were entertaining, but the early games were terrific. If we can continue that, actually, if we can just continue that, period. But if we can continue that up here at 4 o'clock, that'd be really nice to see. Yeah. And, of course, the highlight gods will us to finish at 2:30 because we're going along quickly.
Yep.
And these last 2 games really just kind of holding on for themselves. Got anything else? Any more birthdays you want to spring on us?
I was going to say, I got to verify the age next. I'm not going to come on air next time not knowing the proper information. That was
Happy 24th birthday. Save this till next year.
Oh, God.
No, overall, a good day of play. We're just beginning our play week here at, a week of play, rather, I guess is a better way of referring to it here at Magic City Jai-Alai. And let's go through the papers that are sitting here, and let's find the one that guides us out. There it is. Even though it sounds so natural when I say it, who would know that I was reading it, right?
Right. No.
That, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Thursday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again just in an hour and a half when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 4 p.m. We sure hope you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel if you've not already done so. Let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the live chat while we're playing. On behalf of players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again in just an hour and a half at 4 o'clock p.m. today. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.